What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
So, Ari Shaffir, stand-up comedian, got in some hot water recently, as he is known to do. He's got a career of hot water. I think he loves hot tubs, to be frank. But being somebody who pushes the boundaries and trolls people is kind of something that he is done throughout his career. Whether it's a celebrity dying and he says the most hateful shit about him, or when he was doing his amazing racist videos where, he would trick day laborers into getting into a van and then taking it to INS, which are hilarious videos, and they're all fake. Okay, they're all like he took a bunch of Mexican actors in a van from a place to a place. There's a lot of outrage from those videos that he's had to deal with for years and years. And people have varying degrees of distaste for his comments when somebody dies. Now, Kobe Bryant happened to die last Sunday. Actually, I record these shows on a Sunday, and throughout my day last week, while producing the week of shows, I was kind of following along with the whole thing. I mean, finding out that Kobe died, tragic thing. I'm not a fan of him specifically. Not a fan of the Lakers. My particular view of Kobe was that he is a whiny little bitch. He complained a lot throughout his career. He was good. He was one of the best, don't get me wrong, but he was like a prima donna, was my view of him. And then the Lakers, the whole mystique of the Lakers, they're like the team that everybody loves just because they're the Lakers. So there's a lot. And Ari has hated the Lakers. He specifically has a track on his album, Revenge for the Holocaust, which is, I want to say his first album, maybe it was his second album, where a track on that entitled #Fuck the Lakers, he talks about his hate for the Lakers and specifically Kobe Bryant. So a lot of the things, his viewpoints of Kobe, I knew going into this. I also knew that he likes to say hateful shit. So when Kobe died, the first thing I was waiting for and anticipating was Ari Shaffir going hard, taking big swings at Kobe. And I, myself, I put some stuff out on Twitter because my whole thing when somebody dies is that just people worship famous people in an overly disgusting way. Like, just because Kobe's famous and rich and was good at basketball, people worship him like a god, which it disturbs me greatly that people will be put on pedestals for other people to worship. And he was one of them. And the fact that at first, the news was just Kobe Bryant died, and everybody else involved in the helicopter accident was not mentioned whatsoever. Later, it came out his daughter was on there, which makes it more tragic. But still, it's like Kobe, his daughter, and then the 8 or 9 other people that died also, which nobody gives a fuck about those 8 or 9 other people because they weren't famous. They weren't related to a famous person. So when they die, they can kind of just die on their own, right? Tragic thing. I think it's just like, but our society's so fucked up, and I hate that. Like, people die all the time, but we have to mourn them like they're special in some way. I don't think, it is what it is. So I was anticipating Ari's thing. He came out and he said, Kobe Bryant died 23 years too late today. He got away with rape because all the Hollywood liberals who attack comedy enjoy rooting for the Lakers more than they dislike rape. Big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up the chopper. I hate the Lakers. What a great day. So that was the first tweet Ari put out, right? Shortly followed by a retweet saying that he was hacked, which I felt was funny because it was clear that he was just getting backlash. And that's kind of it's probably something he's joked about, that when this happens, I'm sure a lot of this kind of canceling that is going on Ari has been anticipating because he knows the climate, but he also knows himself, and he's true. He is true to himself. He could have avoided all of this by just shutting the fuck up, but everybody who knows Ari would have known that he was being not himself in that moment. So he hacked it, and then he doubles down by recording a video, and I think it was an Instagram story of him basically celebrating the death of Kobe Bryant. Now, I think all of this came out before we found out that his daughter was in the accident, which makes it worse, but it just gives all the haters, all the people that want Ari dead, it gives them more fuel. It's like, oh, you're celebrating the death of his daughter. It's like, no, he's celebrating the death of Kobe Bryant, which the situation surrounding that whole rape trial in Colorado Springs, I think it was, or Denver, somewhere, and maybe it was just Denver. Like there was, I remember when that was going on. He like made this huge grand gesture to buy his wife like the most audaciously large, gigantic diamond ring. Like it was clearly he cheated on his wife. Right? I mean, you're not spoiling your wife if you didn't at least cheat on her, right? So he's unfaithful, which society, cancel culture loves to go after even people that are unfaithful. But yeah, so he is at least unfaithful, potentially had unconsensual sex with a woman. But if you don't like the Lakers, then it's easy peasy. I mean, there's a lot of professional athletes that have done really horrible things and keep playing basketball. So it's not surprising that if it did happen, Kobe got away with it. But with Ari, I mean, I don't think it was what Ari said wasn't necessarily as funny, which the hateful shit he says usually isn't very funny. It's the reaction people have to the hateful shit he says, which is kind of funny. It is the goal of a troll to kind of get that kind of reaction. But, with people who obsess and worship Kobe Bryant, they want to kill Ari because Ari didn't kill Kobe Bryant, but people act like he did. People act like Kobe Bryant is the one who's flying the helicopter and just jumped the fuck out with a parachute and just let everybody die. Like that's how they are viewing, to the point where like they're threatening his stand-up sets at the Comedy Cellar, all of his sets leading up to recording his special. People are threatening to kill him. I think it's just it highlighted how people over-exaggerate some stupid shit and promote it. The fact that it could have died if everybody just ignored what Ari said. It probably never would have gotten to Kobe's extended family, which he's not saying that to his extended family. He's saying it to all the fake ass people that just worship famous people for no reason. So yeah, so it's like they caused the own destruction. He just invented the bomb, and then they took that bomb and then they just exploded it everywhere on the internet because of their hate. Their hate for it promoted it. It's the same reason why like news organizations shouldn't promote these mass shooters and stuff, because that's what they want. They're all in it for just getting the glory, and that's what Ari was. He was the mass shooter of emotions that day, and everybody promoted the fuck out of it. So Ari, for a negative reason, was trending. Ari was trending, and now he's been canceled, and it's really interesting to be looking from a very close but unique perspective, being that I've done a lot of work for Ari in the past. I've emailed back and forth with him. He's one of my favorite comedians. He's just one of my he's very intellectual and thinks a lot about art and how it applies to comedy and how art is as a philosophy. And I really enjoy and agree with his thoughts on art. And I also believe wholeheartedly in the First Amendment, which it's 100% Ari's right to say whatever the fuck he wants. It's also the right for people to get pissed off. However, it's not right to threaten with bodily violence That I don't like. But I just hope Ari is positive. I hope he's okay. He suffers with depression and things like that. And I just hope that this doesn't cause anybody to fly off the handles to do anything crazy. Because I think we just need love in this world. And but it's interesting to see this whole thing blow up, which I was kind of anticipating and just watching happen last week. And Ari put out an apology in his own way of apologizing. And I think eventually it'll blow over, but I don't know. I think once Ari records his special, he's planning on dipping out. He likes to disappear for a while anyway, so it's letting this blow over isn't going to take much. But I thought it was a big move, man. I thought it was a big move. He went hard in the paint, and much love to Ari, much love to Kobe and his family as well. But I think it was a crazy situation to see unfold over the past week. But that's it for this episode. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go buy my artwork over at inspireddisorder.com and save 25% when you use coupon code RTS. Follow me on social media at Ray Taylor. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!